god! Look at how squidgy the inside is as well. Random little meal. I 100% made the wrong decision. Whoa, hello team. Oh my god. I'm using my new camera for the first time, and yeah, I'm trying to work out like how to hold it, what to do. Still very much a test situation, but you're coming with me on the journey, I guess. So I guess I should do a little intro, shouldn't I? So welcome to another vlog, this time with this brand new camera. Better quality footage, less shaky, a little more discreet, but I still feel very obvious with it, with using it. So this week, again, it's very loosey-goosey in terms of plans. As I mentioned in my last episode, I massively front-loaded the month with fun things, and so I'm taking it easy / being a bit more spontaneous. I do have some ideas for this week and going into this weekend, but it's just a little TBC. I do know that I will be making some delicious pistachio cream filled dates and posting that short while editing and posting it. And obviously making and editing this long form. Also coping with the 4th or 5th heat wave we've had. There's a few irons in the fire. Is that the expression? I hope you know what I mean. But look at all this greenery. But welcome again to my brand new episode. There is actually a local music festival I'm keeping my eyes on in terms of ticket availability this weekend. So I don't know. We'll see. If I am feeling spontaneous, I will go. Hello team, I'm back home with my new camera. It will get old very soon, I assure you, so don't worry, I won't be like this forever. I'm just, hopefully you can see this, deshelling some pistachios. It's nearly 400 grams of unshelled pistachios, and this happens every time I cook something with pistachios. Like last time it was baklava, and that requires a lot of pistachios, and my local supermarket only has them with a shell on. So this is, like a second ago I thought I was done. I was so relieved. Nope, I had half another bag to go. So after this is done, I'm going to put them in some warm water so that they become soft. Then I'm gonna blend them up, and yeah, you'll see the recipe in my shorts, but yeah. Today's nemesis. Okay, I'm in the process of making my own pistachio cream to fill the dates with. I boiled them, and now I'm going to remove all the skin, that lovely green coming through. I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be an elite snack. Final verdict? These are delicious. Look at how squidgy the inside is as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Morning team, I'm just on my way to work to catch the train into work. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another day of the vlog. I guess the latest update is I did book tickets to that festival that I mentioned earlier. I realized that what I was missing from this summer is live music. Went for it, so you'll get to experience festival food with me, which is a real mixed bag, by the way. I am just on my way to the train, so I'll catch you later team. Hello team, I am back from the office, just making some dinner. I must admit, today was not a great office day. It was very, very quiet, and part of what I love about my job is the people. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I go into the office, I kind of hope for a good vibe. The vibe was just okay. You know, it's like peak school holiday time. People are away. There were a couple of sicknesses. But anyway, we move and I'm home, so that's something. And for dinner, and by the way, I hope that you can hear me. I have the extractor fan on and I'm still not using a mic. I'm like trying to get adjusted to every single piece of this new camera. And I will stop mentioning the fact that it's a new camera. Anyway, let me show you what's for dinner. So, I'm frying some paneer in curry powder, then I've got some red peppers, I've got some coriander that needs to be used up, and then I'm having that, sorry about the mess, with some peach. I keep seeing recipes obviously with peaches, it's peach season, and there's lots of sort of savory combinations you can have that with. So yeah, I thought I would make myself a sort of Indian wrap with peaches. I'm also gonna have it with a lovely flaky paratha bread, which is, I store in the freezer. You can get like a bunch of them, take them out, fry them for like 2 minutes each side, and they're pretty much done. So that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm looking forward to it. Usually I go for like a paneer curry with peas, which is lovely, but I wanted to sort of make it more summer. I'm gonna sit down, have that shortly, and watch some vlogs on YouTube. Bliss. Now the peaches. And a dollop of yogurt, because why not? Random little meal that I hope will be decent. Verdict on the wrap, it was delicious. Very tempted to make another paratha wrap, but I'm gonna hold myself back. I know I've got the great snack, oh, there she is, in the fridge of dates filled with pistachio cream that I made yesterday. I will say though, on the pistachio cream filled dates, amazing snack. I 100% made the wrong decision of getting pistachios with the shells on. You can easily get pistachios that don't have the shells on and that are peeled. Please, for the love of God, do this, because I spent way too long removing the shells off of 400 grams of pistachios and also peeling them. So, well, first I had to boil them, then peeled off the skin. So yes, just, you know, don't be me. Do things differently. Still, the result will be the same, and that is a lovely pistachio cream date. And I used banana to sweeten it a bit instead of white chocolate, which is what a lot of brands do. If you live in the UK and you've had M&S pistachio cream, for instance, they definitely put quite a lot of white chocolate in it. It almost tastes like as sweet as Nutella. It's delicious, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted something that was a bit less sweet. The date, you know, on the outside is quite sweet and like almost syrupy tasting, so I didn't want it to be too sweet. That's the end of that story. I'm going to put this down and chill now. See you later, team. Morning, team. Happy midweek point. Just wanted to jump on and say good morning. Ooh, running is so humbling. It was one of those days where I was clocking the time constantly and wishing it was all over. The run, I mean. Anyway, team, I will catch you later once I've caught my breath. Lunch today is this leftover paneer in a paratha wrap, and I'm just eating this alongside watching this wonderful podcast, Amy Poehler and Lena Waithe. Courgette's looking fine. Check her out. And her. She's like the smaller sister though. Wow. So cool. And my tomatoes looking glorious. Changing colors. Hello team, I sure hope you can hear me because I told myself that I will grab the mic before I leave. Did I do that? I did not. Anyway, it is Wednesday after work and I have made a delicious corn rib dish. So I was inspired to make it after having it at Jalisco in Brighton. Basically, it's just one corn on the cob. He basically put a lot of oil, lime, chili, and crispy onions on it. And I will be having that later alongside some sour cream. Also, such a low value, or good value rather, meal. Shout out to Jalisco for giving me the inspiration for that. When I get back, I will show you what dinner looks like. Okay, so I hope you could hear me when I was talking around the lake. It was so windy. I made these delightful corn ribs and you boil them to soften them, cut them into quarter pieces. I air fried them for 10 minutes so that they get a bit crispy, and on top there's crispy onion, there is paprika, there is vegetable oil, and tahini. So tahini gives it that sort of nice kick as well. I also put some extra chili flakes on there as well. But delightful. And actually, I think what I'm gonna do is have some with feta and coriander as well. So I'm gonna add that to my short, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in a sec. Morning, team. Happy Thursday and happy almost weekend. It is 6-ish. These last 2 nights, I have woken up around 3 for no good reason. I'm not an astrology fan, but when I hear things like Mercury is in retrograde, I'm like, maybe it just is. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna become an astrology fan, but you know, respect to those who are, I guess. But yeah, I had some very overly ripe bananas, pretty much black, so decided to just get it over with and make it some banana bread this morning. This is not a usual thing. I do not wake up this early to bake unless it's for like a lunch or dinner. I'm cooking for people where I want to get a lot of things done, like Christmas Day for instance, but this is not a usual thing, so don't think that it is. So I'm gonna make this banana bread and then get ready to go into the office, have a strong coffee, have a productive day hopefully. And then tonight I have drinks with some friends. There will most likely be some market style food there, but we'll see. TBC, as is my general MO. Anyway, let me get this banana bread finished and done so I can start getting ready. This is what I mean when I say very ripe bananas. And here she is, banana bread ready for later, because I have to leave for work now. In a very annoying turn of events, I had cooked my lunch this morning. I felt super productive and accomplished because of it. Did I remember said lunch? Of course not. Of course not. Good morning, team. This is me using my mic for the first time. And it's bold because it's 8 o'clock now. There's enough people around, but it needs to be done. Good audio is important. I've just jumped on to say good morning. Happy Friday. Might not be a Friday for you when you're watching this, but it's a Friday for me. I mentioned that I'm going to a festival tomorrow, and it's actually headlined by The Roots. They've been a very important part of music culture and hip-hop, and I've kind of been sleeping on them. Oh god, I'm out of breath. Last night we went to Vinegar Yard. It was nice and sunny. I will say the Aperol branding, if you've seen the Aperol brand, it's a hell of a lot of orange, and this place is just coated in the branding. It doesn't really have its own identity, really. Kind of made a bad decision in terms of food. I got this Japanese sando with crispy chicken, which, doesn't sound terrible, right? But wasn't very good there, I'll be honest. Because I'm being so brave right now, walking on the main street with a mic, with a fuzzy little mic and my new camera. I will, however, turn this off now. No, there's only so much this little fuzzy mic can do. So speak to you later, team. Hello, team. Just on my lunchtime walk, me and my little fuzzy mic. It is very hot again. And looking at the forecast for the next 2 weeks, it's like consistently sort of higher 20s to 30s. It's actually insane. I don't think I've ever had this long a summer in the UK, and it's been nearly 20 years now. So yeah, one thing you can always rely on here is even if the grass is straw, it looks like a desert landscape. It's very hot. The sun is burning and there's no breeze. You can still rely on someone to be topless and sat in the heat, in under the sun. God knows how long they've been there, but yeah, it's fascinating to me. It's like a social experiment that never ends. Anyway, chat in a bit. Hello again, team. I'm very nearly finished with my book. It's called London Falling, and it's quite a a bit of a revelation, I guess. Such a remarkable story about a teenager who's British, who basically pretended he was a Russian oligarch's son, and then found himself in some very dangerous situations as a result. In and amongst all of that, the author kind of sets out what the landscape in London was at the time, which was basically very friendly towards oligarchs. It was kind of like a very safe space for oligarchs to thrive. And then all of a sudden, when Ukraine is invaded, the British government decide to take a stance, and as the author just said in the book, there was so much speechifying at the time. The invasion shouldn't have ever happened, but it's just, there's a bit of fakery in it as well, because the government in many ways looked the other way. There wasn't that much consequence until Ukraine, and then everything changed. But yeah, just find it fascinating and really enjoying it. But I wanted to jump on really and say that this week has not been the most out and about activity filled week. And I feel like maybe there's been a bit less to say as a result. I hope that these vlogs are still, enjoyable to whoever watches them. There's times when life is just quieter, and it has to be that way. Otherwise, we burn out. It's just not always going to be full of excitement. I say this today, but tomorrow I am going to a music festival, so that is something, I suppose. Just up until this point of the episode, I am just wary that it might not be event after event, restaurant after restaurant. Well, what I will say is that I made some delicious things this week. Smaller things, summery things that didn't require a lot of oven time and were quite quick, because everything just feels a little a bit heavier when it's really warm outside. But there is more to this week's episode. There will be tomorrow, as I mentioned. Having watched quite a few vlogs and vloggers over this last year and a bit. I can see that people who've been doing this a long time kind of own that fact quite easily. So I guess I'm in the process of doing that too.